What's up, everybody? It is me, Jamel Lamar. Welcome to One on Hip Hop. Today we have a special guest. Just the essence.
Yeah, what's up, bro? What's up?
Man, my man's ready. So I gotta tell y'all, man. I've known this brother for years, and when I mean for years, I've seen his struggles. I've seen his grind, and there's not too many artists, me personally, I can say that has that growth. Like when they're with music, when they're with time, like they're with it. And my dude right here, especially after this new project that he released, The Butterfly Effect.
I believe his story.
Woo! I mean, yo, man, you know, you already know, man. I mean, you don't see me get this excited over music, but how the project just come together, man.
Oh man, it came together beautifully. I don't know how else to say, but it was a lot of letting God speak through me. You know, I had an idea for what I wanted to do when I wanted to do the Butterfly Effect. That's what it was just called initially. But then life was happening. You know what I'm saying? And other things were growing. This brand popped up. You know, thank God for that. And it just worked. It just worked. I ended up taking a trip to Haiti. That was my first time going to Haiti in that capacity. Like I had been there before and stayed like, you know, in a resort, but like to actually go and spend days where my mom grew up and my father grew up, and really get to see, like, you know, just because of one or two decisions that my mom made, or that my grandmother made, or that my dad essentially made, like that's why I'm here.
You felt the spirit of the struggle.
Oh yeah,
man.
definitely. Like
it's like seeing what Black Panthers went through, and then just for 1 second you had to just go like.
Indeed, it was definitely spiritual. I think that's the word I want to use. It was spiritual, and then when I came back, things just started falling into place. Like the music that was being made, the energy that was given out, the energy we put and the love we put into the music, it just started like spreading. We ended up going to Haiti, and shooting a video, which was.
For what song?
For Love You Back to Life, which was
joints, of course, too. Which
was totally unexpected. I remember like one of my vivid memories is shout out to Buddha the Future, who's a dope producer. He heard the record and he was just like, "Yo, bro, you gotta shoot this in Haiti." And I sat there, I was just like, "How the hell I'm gonna go to Haiti and shoot a video?" You know. And it's crazy. He does something every month called the Steel Sessions. And that's where he invites producers out. They go share each other's music. First of all, that community of producers is a beautiful thing. Like, you know, when you go to showcases for like rappers, you know, you're gonna deal with a bunch of this. You know what I'm saying? It's
love.
It's different, but producers show love. They always ready to always ready to work with each other. And while I was there, this young brother just tapped me on my shoulder. "Yo, what's good?" And I was in the vibe, and he was just like, "Yo, what's good?" And then started talking to me. Come to find out, he was a videographer, dope artist as well. His name is Swayze McGrady. And out of nowhere, I was like, "Yo," and he was Haitian too. I was like, "Yo, if I took you to Haiti with me, would you shoot a video?" He was like, "Hell yeah." That's all she wrote. And honestly, that's changed my life, changed my career. I'm grateful that I got to show people like how beautiful the country is, not just from the resorts or all of that, but like just the beauty in the people. Like those smiles are genuine. You understand? Like, and that's what all my music and what I'm trying to do is just see genuine smiles, man. That shit's priceless.
And just to speak a little bit more on that trip to Haiti.
Yeah.
As you were out there and you were connecting with the people out there.
Yeah.
What did you receive in the terms of hip hop? Because, you know, it's not. I mean, hip hop gets a lot of love and it gets a lot of acceptance, but you know, sometimes, you know, love can be different.
Yeah.
Some people like the physical love. Some people like the communicative love. You know, like the 5 love languages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's something like that. So when you went out there to Haiti, like, what was it like? Or how did it feel to receive that love or to see the love for hip hop?
Well, it was interesting because I was out there the first time. So I went out there in January and then I went back out in April to shoot the video, right? So the first time when I was out there, you know, where I was at, where my people are from, is called Gonaïve, right? I had like a tank top on, so they saw like all the tattoos on my arm. And I remember a little boy pulling up on me, and he was just like, "Vous jouez basket?" Which means like, you play basketball. And I was laughing like, you know, I mean, I'm tall in my mind, but like, you know, like,
yeah, like really, I'm working challenges.
Web shit, but like, you know, but I just realized he just saw like a certain kind of energy that they I think associate with like celebrity.
Okay.
You know, but then when it started coming out that I make music, because I started like showing them some videos, yo, it was dope. I think they just embraced it as, yo, this is one of their own. Yeah, we different. We grew up a little different because I grew up, you know, in the States and they grew up there. But at the end of the day, like, Haitians are proud people.
Oh yeah.
And they hold down their own. Like Haitians hold down Haitians, period.
And shout to all my people from Haiti and all you Haitian survivors.
What's today's January 3rd. Do understand that Independence Day was January 1st. And they kicked the French up out of our country and set the precedent. You know, and right now, like with the music, that's the same thing I'm trying to do. Like, I just want people to be free mentally. Do what you love to do. If you got something that you believe in, yo, do it, bro. Do whatever it takes, because you got it, and all's gonna come to you behind that. So.
Now, going back more to the whole social, the Butterfly Effect project. What, for you, do you believe was the most emotional song for you? Like, what was that song that you know, you had the words, you had the vibe, but it was just sometimes the moment it took you somewhere that might have been like a little difficult for you?
I'm gonna be honest with you, that whole record, the whole album, there's different moments like that I can say gave me that emotion. Like, that whole record is really emotional. From the intro, which is called Pupa, which speaks on the phase of the butterfly, right when it's about to fly. Yeah. You know, the wings are wet, it's heavy, but like, honestly, it has the strength within to fly. Okay. I was very truthful. I was truthful about my old relationships. I was truthful about the situation with my father, my aunt dying, just all the things that weighed down on me. Okay. So that was probably like, you know, one of those records that you're talking about. But then I could really keep going, because Silence Above Applause is another record.
That's my favorite record.
Yeah.
That's my, because I mean, the title caught me alone. Like, damn, Silence Above Applause. Like, and it's for anybody who's ever been in front of a camera or been on stage, they maybe can be able to get the idea of just that title. But it's just like, you know, life itself is a stage. Yeah. So when there's nobody around, it's like that old saying, you know, if there's nobody in the forest and the tree drops,
it doesn't make a sound.
Does it still make a sound?
Yeah, yeah.
And I was kind of connected with just the off title.
And you know what's crazy? Like I'm so grateful and thank God for this opportunity for me to speak. Truth be told, like, it's so interesting to hear you say that about that record, because like, I like to hear people talk about that record, because I ask them, like, what is that record about to you?
We ain't got enough camera time for me to speak, but I'll give you a little bit. But I mean, for me, it was just like, I thought more of just, you know, the belief within myself.
Yeah.
The belief to accept myself, my work. Yeah. Not to be worried about anybody else's, you know, how they feel. Like, you know, me doing interviews, I can go to me and people, what you think? But at the end of the day, if I'm not giving myself that applause, which is it's not gonna be loud to anybody, but it's just gonna be like, you know, you'll see me and be like, And that for me, it just, and as I heard you speak on that, it was just like, yo, it brought some things to me. And that's why it's my favorite track.
What's so dope is like that's why I love art. Like, when you put your soul and your feeling, your emotions and love into your art, like, you do that, and it's about what people interpret it as. Yeah. Because honestly, like, that record is about suicide. Like, when you listen to it again, it's about suicide, and it's about suicide within this younger generation. So when you listen to it, first thing you hear before I start rapping is a doo, which is the sound of recording yourself on a selfie, and it's really my cry to people, like, yo, there's a lot going on, I don't know how to do it, and sometimes you feel like the only way to deal with things is to no longer be here. Like, this is a real thing. I used to work with incarcerated kids, and you know, like even the story of Khalif Browder, which is big on this album. I speak about it a few times on the album.
I definitely heard it.
But like I work with incarcerated kids who end up feeling alone.
Yeah.
Who end up not understanding and just be alienated from the world. And that record, I just wanted to capture the vibe of the things these kids were saying to me.
I mean, I'm gonna definitely take another listen. Because,
Yeah, no, listen to it.
You know,
it's about it's straight up and down. But what I've learned is, you know, music just pulls people in how it does. Like, I straight, like when I did the record, I was just like, oh. I remember when I wrote that record, because honestly, it was supposed to be on my last project, but for some weird reason, I kept holding off on this beat. To finally, you know, Jerm, he's a dope producer, does stuff with Lloyd Banks, put out his own album, Destiny to the Riches, which is too fire, and he gave me that beat, and it took me somewhere. I remember writing that song, and it drained me, bro. It drained me because it took me to a place that, you know, that I was through my own depression in the past. It was just like, you just don't even want to be here no more.
Yeah. And
you know how many people feel like that? So I just want to tap into those feelings and let them know, like, yo, you got something to live for. And even if you hear the chants at the end of the record, it's truly about what the mind sometimes does to fool you, which is really the ego. So, you know, like that record right there takes a lot out of me. So emotionally, that's another one. And I could go on, like there's several records that pull at me for different reasons, but that's the whole thing. That's why the name of the album is The Butterfly Effect, A Believer's Story. You know, it's not about boy to man, it's about man becoming king. But there's some things that pull at you. You know, what it is, what you want to speak about, what you're about. And the project just has tons of moments and vibes like that, you know?
Trust me, man. Like I said, I mean, it's been out for a little while, but it's on my playlist regularly. Like,
I appreciate you.
You know what I mean? Definitely when I'm on the trains, man, I just... You know, sometimes that train ride is the best time to think, because it's just the world moving, but you're still, and it's like, you know,
that's a big thing I speak about on the album, is being still, and if anything, the train will humble you.
Oh yeah,
it will humble you. I don't care who you think you are or what you think you're doing. If you're on that train, you can be next to somebody who is everything you don't think. And how dare you think that you're something else?
Oh yeah,
you know, like it's a humbling moment. So I'm grateful that that's when you choose to listen to it, because I just wanted to, you know, hit people's soul when they choose to be still. Like I'm patient. This album is 17 tracks long. It's 56 minutes long, and people are like, oh, why he dropped seven songs? This like nah, because I want people to feel it. I want it to stick to their ribs. Like, I'm cool with the oven roast. I don't want microwave. You understand what I'm saying? And it's gonna last.
This is something I mean, and I can't name too many people that I put it on to that currently isn't still listening to it. So that right there says a lot, and it's like it's just something that it'll do something to all of the above. When I say all of the above, I mean your mental, your emotions, and your spirit. So, how would you say, with this project, has it and how has it changed you as not only an artist, but also as an MC and even as a human being? Like, what kind of change has this project brought to you? I
mean, it's just forced me to really, number one, be still, be present, and really be into what I'm doing, you know? Not allow myself to be distracted. I'm easily distracted. Anybody who knows me knows my attention span is like a bullfrog. Like, you know, it goes all over the place. But I forced myself to be present and to really tap into my emotions, and that helped me as a man. Honestly, you know, like I'm a loving person. Yeah. I love love.
Yeah, man, like since we've met, that's the one vibe I can always say has been consistent with you. Just love, like, you know, even if we don't talk for like a year or two, it hasn't been ever been that long. But you'll be like, yo, what's good? What's going on? Let's link. You know, let's chat.
I mean, that's genuinely how I feel. Like, how I choose to operate. Like, I just like to see people smile. Like I'm a clown. Like I might have been a comedian in another life, you know. But like, I just like to see people smile, and I'm able to do that through the music, through my lifestyle. And right now, like, yo, just believe in you. Like, if you understand the power of belief, like, and when you believe in something, it will happen. When you believe it, you'll see it. That's the truest thing in the world. Truest thing in the world. So, like, this project has truly helped me to really believe in the shit that I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, to rap, like, I put out several projects. Do I know that I can rap? Yes. Like, you know.
I'm just shaking my head because since I've heard you spit from the first bar that DJ would ever play for me, it was just like.
Shout out to him too.
Damn, and yeah, definitely shout out to Power 105's very own DJ whatever.
That's my brother. That's my brother, and even how we met was something special, and I'm so grateful to him because he took belief in me when I didn't even believe in myself. You know, and I didn't even know where I'd take this thing. You know, and he stayed on me, and I love him to death. And now, right now, it's just like. I'm starting to realize why everything was placed the way it was, and now I'm just embracing it. And like I said, so the project has helped me to be still and to observe, like, oh, okay. And then going to Haiti helped me realize, oh, okay, this is my purpose. Oh, I get it. Okay, let me just mix this. At the end of the day, I just want to see people succeed, and I'm going to do everything in my power to help people succeed. It will in turn bring back success to me.
What you give is what you receive.
All the time. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this to get that back. But like, honestly, I genuinely love seeing people succeed. Like, when people succeed, they're happy.
Like
and when they're happy, they're the best. They're their best selves.
Facts.
And I'd rather deal with you on a happy time than you going through shit. Even when you're going through shit.
Yeah.
You know? But like, when you're on a happy time, it's like God knows what we can create. So like I just want to provide that vibe, and the beautiful thing, like, that I love about this and this brand. Thank God for giving me the idea to do it. It's just like, yeah, I got tired of feeling lonely. So I just want people to realize that they're not alone.
Yeah.
You know, even when you feel lonely, you're not alone at feeling lonely. So like, the beauty of it is, if you see somebody with a Believer hoodie, I don't care who you are. It's just a vibe of love that we've been giving out, that you know that you can pull up on that person and be like, yo, you know, just them.
Shit, you about to make me do
one
of those.
Yeah,
one of those NBA moves. Take off my jersey. Let me get yours real quick.
No, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. At the end of the day, even if you don't have that conversation, like, I think if you see this logo, if you see what it is that we trying to do from a distance, it's gonna remind you, yo, do what you believe in, do what you love, be the best you, and the best things will come.
Well, tell everybody where they can definitely pick up this dope merchandise.
Here you go. You can go to thebelieverstore.com, which will probably be right here. You see, I'm giving people work to do, right? Let's make it easy for them. Thebelieverstore.com. I'll even give you this discount code, which will be FNF2018, which will be I think it's like 15% off. But at the end of the day, we got kids hoodies, we got these hats, adult hoodies, but it's just be a part of the movement. Like, being part of what it is. Like, there's so much negativity in the world. How about we celebrate some positivity? Like, what do you believe in? Whatever it is you believe in, you'll do that shit to death.
Right now, we're going to take it into my favorite part of my interview.
Let's do it.
We go down, and y'all already know what this is. It's time to go down. You know what? We gonna call, and being that this is my man right here, and his project is so influential to me.
I appreciate the butterfly effect of Believer Story.
I'm gonna start calling,
which is right here. The link is right here.
I'm gonna start calling this part of the interview the Believer's Effect.
Okay.
And what it is y'all already know. I'm going down a list of questions to see if he's a, he a true dude to hip hop. If he really loved his culture.
Yeah, no, I love it.
And
my name ain't just the essence for no reason. I'm really invested in this culture. So.
I'm gonna give these questions right here. I'm gonna give them. It's the Believer's Effect. So, first question is always, pretty, I would say not say easy, but who is your favorite MC of all time?
Does it have to be one?
Yeah, it has to be that. It gotta be a one. You can name others, but it has to be that primary number one.
To me, the greatest rapper, MC, to me is Nas. Nas is the greatest. I am a big Jay-Z fan as well. I sometimes think that Jay-Z is the best to ever do it, and what I mean is like he just showed how far you can take it into clothing, you know, into several other things.
How to evolve with time,
etc. You know, but then I love Nas because Nas is just, Nas sits pretty, like on some. At the end of the day, people are always gonna holler his name, and if he chooses to give you some gems, he will. That's what it is, you know. And then of course, Big. I grew up with Big. Big, to me, has one of the greatest hip hop albums ever, with Life After Death, because he did everything, even things that people are doing now. He did it in '97 or '96 when he recorded it, you know. So like I snuck in 3 answers. Right? You see how I did that?
We got a few more questions to go.
All right, that's cool. But those to answer of all time, it's just like, and I think that's the gumbo I take from, because I seen it. I seen. Yo, you just work hard on your lyrics. You work hard on being a part of the culture and be in it. God will give you some other things. Have some clothing. He will give you other things to base around what you do. So there you go. If you want to know just and hold up, my bad. I'm sorry.
Now go ahead.
Clef. Why Clef? Why Clef did so much for Haitians and making Haitians cool, because you got to remember, it wasn't cool to be Haitian back in the early 90s. It wasn't. I don't care what nobody says. It was not cool to be Haitian.
Listen, I done been with a couple of Haitian girls, so I ain't never looked down on them.
Be careful with the Haitian girls that are queens, and they'll keep you.
I ain't never looked down on none of them.
You know, but Clef made us proud on our culture, but more than anything, the Fugees they pushed the culture and pushed their sound in a time when hip hop was what it was. They came through with something so different. So like, I can't, like, it's hard for me to just say who's my favorite without mentioning that, because all of that makes just Big, Nas, Jay, the Fugees, Pun, who's one of my favorites ever. Like that made just, because I just learned from each one of them. And I just apply it to myself now.
But we do got Nas at number 1 for that first question.
Queens, because he's from Queens. He made this Queens thing look as good as it does.
So of course we got to follow up with the next question. Favorite female MC of all time?
Of all time?
All time. Ali. Layla Ali in his case.
That's hard. Like, I know they were beefing at some point. I don't know if they still are. But I gotta give it between oh no, my bad. Like, what I was gonna say, favorite female MC is between Remy and Nicki. But of all time for me, Lauryn Hill. Who got bars with Lauryn Hill? I'm sorry.
You are not the first person to say that. So,
but like, so Lauryn Hill also did like singing as well, which she was a beast with, you know. And I think I started saying Remy because I just like Pun, one of my favorites, put her on this album and she was just rapping, and she's a beast, you know. And she's still been a beast through these years. And Nicki's a beast as well. She's from Queens as well, so you already know. You know, and I just really like dope lyrics. People who go in. So if you're gonna say all time, that means that's the span of time. Those are who I'm choosing. Lauryn Hill at the top.
Well, we gotta realize too, this is your time. So you know,
in the time of my life, Lauryn Hill number 1. Maybe I'm gonna just rush and say Nicki and Remy are here. Number 2 with me. Number 3 is Rhapsody, because honestly, Rhapsody is if you ain't heard her album, like, bro, nah, she's a beast. She's a beast. She's a beast. But all time, it's just, you know, I think she's put out a few projects, but now people are on her for her last project, which was Layla's Wisdom, I think it was called.
Yeah.
But she's gonna grow. She's gonna keep growing into something amazing.
And
untouched.
But of course she's with the boy Hove, so she's gonna become.
Yeah, but people found out she was with Hove after the fact.
Very true. Very true.
After the fact.
Very true.
She's a beast before the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly,
very true.
She done rap better than most people. Forget like other female rappers or dudes, like people. She's one of the top lyricists. Mm-hmm. Facts.
All right, so we need to get that feature with Just the Essence and Rhapsody. We need to make that happen. Somewhere Rhapsody. So
I love it.
You know, you can call me. I can make it happen for you.
Yeah, I love it. She's too fire.
Next question is very similar to the first two, but this one is focused more on your favorite hip hop group of all time.
Mobb Deep.
Ooh, okay. I can see. I feel like every question gonna be Queens right now.
So if it ain't Mobb Deep, it's Wu-Tang Clan for me.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
Now we gonna give it to Mobb Deep. That's
now hold on, cause give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Wu-Tang Clan, cause Wu-Tang Clan is you know, oh my God, like they came through. I think like Wu-Tang Clan is the poster boys for what you didn't expect. Because if you knew anything about New York, and I was young at the time, but like people only talk about Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens, Bronx.
Shaolin is like
these dudes came through, and like I always think of Ghostface had this line. Ghostface is one of my favorite rappers. I should put him. Ghostface is one of my favorite rappers all the time. He said, "Once you heard woo out of the blue, your family's from Shaolin," and that was the truth because like people wanted to be from Staten Island after them. You know what I'm saying? So Wu-Tang, yeah. But after that if not before that, Mobb Deep. I had the distinct pleasure of doing a song with Mobb Deep. I got a feature from Mobb Deep, which to this day still bugs me out. And I got to shoot a video for it. So shout to Havoc. God bless P. Because I always remember the jewels that P gave me that night when we was in the studio. And the footage is up there. And it's like, you know, maybe he didn't know that we'd grow into what we was going to be or, you know, whatever it was. But his energy and Hav's energy. And I know on that record I pushed them. Them niggas was sounding like the Mobb Deep you love. On Illest Alive. Check it out. Illest Alive. The video link is right here on YouTube. You will see it. And Mobb Deep. That's it. Greatest hip-hop group of all time to me. Just the Essence. Because they were trendsetters. Prodigy was talking so much next level stuff that people are just catching up to what he's talking about now. And God bless the dead. I thank you. Because he gave me a Prodigy verse. Like, if you're a Prodigy fan, like, I mean, P might not even rhyme all of the time, but P was P that day.
Just to have that as gold, because it's like, nobody else can get that. Yeah. A lot of the current MCs cannot get that. So just to have that, it's just like you got like I
got a gem. I got a gem, a timepiece. I'm forever grateful because I got to sit there and watch my favorite rappers mold what they're about to do based on what my song was about. Which bugged me out because it's like my whole life I wanted to rap like P. My whole life I wanted to, you know, have that effect. But then I sat there and, you know, Hav did his verse first. And Hav was just like, oh, did the hook? Oh, you did the hook? And I was like, yo, I might change it. He's like, nah, it's fire done. Fire done. And he came out the booth with some fire. And P, when P heard it, P the whole time was just like, damn, Don, yo, how you got Hav the rhyme like that? I got you, Don. Got you. And like we got footage of it too. Of when Pete, I got to sit there and watch somebody who I grew up idolizing.
Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take that footage and let's just.
Here it goes. Boom. Shout to Mobb Deep, greatest rap group to Just the Essence. I'm sorry. I love a lot of people, but like until I do a song with all members of the Wu-Tang, I'm sorry, Mobb Deep, Queens.
So we gonna see how much the Essence is, really been a true fan of hip hop. So this last question.
Okay.
We gonna see where you at.
Okay.
What's your favorite outside of yourself? I always gotta say that.
Okay.
Outside of yourself, what's your favorite freestyle all time?
Okay. Favorite freestyle. I honestly, first thing that comes to my mind, Funk Flex had one night when it was Cannabis, Nori, and DMX. Yo, I remember taping it. I taped that, and I know every verse that both Cannabis, Nori, and DMX spit. DMX and Nori ended up spitting lines from the album, which was As Dark as Hell is Hot and Nore. Like they spit lines from it. I think there was a few rounds that probably wasn't on either or, I don't remember, but that whole thing, I like that was freestyle, and that was showing up and showing out for me.
Oh, so we gonna let you show out though.
And it's on YouTube. I just found it on YouTube the other day, like because I didn't think, and when I found it, oh my God, it took me back.
This is One on Hip Hop. I am again your guy, Jamel Lamar. We would like to thank my God, Just the Essence, man.
Hold on, and let me just say real quick, please come through room 112.
112, man. Valley Stream.
You know, tell them Blanco sent you. This is a dope spot. They got nothing but exclusive high-end apparel. The sneakers in here, one of ones, all of that stuff. Come through. Actually, we got that machine right here where you pay $5, you could win some sneakers. It's actually pretty easy. You should play.
Yeah.